Right, afternoon everyone. It's a bit echoey in my kitchen, but I thought I could do with a bit of a cleaning video, what I do, what you can do. I don't expect everyone to go out and buy everything I've got. I've accumulated my stuff all over the place and over time. There's like basic things like I've got behind me which you can do, which you'll find in your kitchen cupboards, hence I'm in my kitchen. There's stuff that you can go out and buy to clean, and it all depends on what you find, where you find it, how clean you want it, what you're cleaning, and why you want to clean it. Yeah, my own personal opinion, I don't clean a great deal. I'll clean my hammer coins, and I'll show you my hammer coin cleaning on when I get here. If you beach detect and you've got clad money, a lot of people will just dump their clad money up at the bank, or they will happily spend it the way it looks. Some of it's really corroded. I've had really corroded coins, and you can't really do either, so you've got to clean them, or it's up to you to do them. So yeah, so I'll show you what I do with some of my beach coins that need cleaning. If you find jewellery on the beach or elsewhere, I'll show you what I do with jewellery. Everything I do is obviously open for opinion, and people do it different ways. This is just what I do. I'm not telling anyone to do what I do because I don't want you to wreck anything. My only piece of advice would be take a test one. Take something you don't really care, because in some cases, like what I show you here, can be quite aggressive and could possibly seriously wreck what you try and clean. So always test sample if you can. Take your time, definitely take your time. You don't want to rush things because you can ruin stuff very easily. Check the internet, check what other people are doing, compare videos, write-ups, forums. Never just go into it and think, yep, that's going to be clean. Because I've got a couple of coins I think I can show you what happens when you go beyond clean. It gets ruined. And they were my test ones. And then I thought, like, I'm not going to do it that way. I'll take a bit more time, I'll read up a bit more, I'll ask someone, and you get you get a bit more knowledge. Because you just don't want to trash some stuff. Some stuff, if you trash it, you're just going to cry. And it'd be worth nothing, and you'd have wasted time digging it up in the first place. So, right, I'm going to take you off the tripod, and we'll just go round, and we'll go round to the simplest cleaning, and yeah, hopefully, it will just, maybe it will give you an idea of something you haven't tried. By all means, stick a comment in the bottom, something you have tried, or something I could try different. I mean, I don't do a lot of cleaning, I really don't. I like my stuff to have a patina or an age. If it's an artefact or an old coin, I generally don't clean it up too much. But right, we'll start here, work our way around, and yeah, share the knowledge. Right, I'll crap you off there. First up, we'll start with the tumbler. Now this is a homemade tumbler. Some tumblers online are very, very expensive. You can buy, I did have a National Geographic tumbler. You can always look that up on eBay. Again, they're not cheap. It's a rock tumbler, but yeah, you can use it for all sorts. This is a homemade one. I actually picked this up at auction, as most of the stuff I do. But yeah, motor, direct drive. It's just got a gear in there, it slows it down. In that cylinder there, which is one of these, just take the end off. Put in different grades of sand or grit. For beach stuff and things, I just get a bit of sand off the beach. Plug it in, it will slowly tumble. You can chuck something in that looks like that. And there's an old penny. I like that old penny, that's how I like my old pennies. But it will come out looking shinier than that one. They're the same age. Again, if you want to do it, it's up to you. I don't like it looking like this. But yes, you can see all the detail, and that's pretty much how it would have been when people were spending them. I don't like them like that. I like them green, but that's just me. You could put things in there like a crotal bell if you want. there's my crotal bell I dug up a little while ago. There's no way I'd put that in there. But like I said, test it. There's a bit of broken crotal bell, probably made out of a very similar material. Chuck that in there. See what that comes out like. If you like the finish, chuck your crotal bell in there. Or whatever else, buckle, whatever, fastening. Me personally, this is just for clad coins off the beach, if I want to. And as I only paid, I think I paid about 10 quid for this tumbler. Yeah, I can afford to just do it that way. If you're going to spend hundreds on a tumbler, you're going to want to use it for more than just clad coins off the beach. So that's one way. It can be as aggressive as you want it to be. You can put different grade grits in there. I just used a bit of sand, just enough. Leave it on for a little while. Come back, check it, keep checking it. You don't want stuff to get ruined, as I'm saying. Yeah, so that's a quick, simple. Especially if you've got a, it was my boy had a National Geographic one. That's what made me try one. They're all right. Right, so we're going to go to the next one. This is probably the most aggressive way of cleaning anything. I have tried it. I had to try it as an experiment, because you never know, do you? This is electrolysis. Now, again, I picked this one up at auction. This is I don't expect anyone to go and buy one of these. These are well expensive. I think that cost me 20 quid. That was a £20 bargain. These are about 170 odd quid, I think they are. This is lab, and you can set the voltage. I started off with this one for Maplins. I don't remember what that cost me. Just a Maplins power supply for your workshop, whatever. That's, you have a cathode and an anode. You clip your coin to one or the other, and then I used a teaspoon. Clip the negative to the teaspoon, and you put both in. I used iodised water or distilled water. And I got a feeling I put a bit of bicarbonate of soda in there. Again, if you're going to try electrolysis, look it up online. Do not do it indoors. It stinks. It's probably dangerous. Set it up if you can outside, in a shed, in a garage, and you only need to leave it, well, minutes really. I think I tried this one. This was a coin off the beach. It is now unrecognisable. I think that was only a 2p. This was a halfpenny I tried. And you can see the amount of corrosion that is on it. It was a lot worse. This came off the beach. It was a lot worse, so I had nothing to lose. Thought I'd try it. And it ate it. It really did eat it. I left it in there quite a while, so it's my own fault, but you know, live and learn. It's a very aggressive way of cleaning, but if you've got some really corroded stuff with concretion all over it, I tried it on, I think it was a mortar end. I'll go and find it in a minute. Brilliant on that. It was sturdy, it cracked off all the concretion very quickly. So yeah, it's a good way of doing stuff, but again, this is the one you've got to watch. It's quite an angry way of cleaning. Not my first choice at all. Here we go. Right. Right, next up we've got an ultrasonic cleaner. I like this. This is good. This is another one of my auction buys. This was about £4 at auction. I think Aldi do these periodically for about 20 quid. If you find a lot of jewellery, if you think you're going to use it, get one. I cleaned all my rings. I've still got all my rings. This ring was quite, it had all stuff stuck in it. I'd lost this for a while. I chucked that in there, and if I turn it on, we'll find out. Warm water, you can put a bit of washing up liquid in there. It just helps. This is a nice, safe way of cleaning. But it doesn't deep clean. This will shake off, because it's ultrasonic. You hear that noise? It just shakes off dirt, ingrained stuff, but it won't deep clean unless you put an additive in there. But again, that's all down to you. Before cleaning any materials, regardless what they are, if you can, work out what the metal is. Because if you clean certain metals together, one metal will attract the dirt and the crap, or react differently to what you're doing, and you end up ruining one coin and not the other. I think if you clean copper and silver together, then that's a no-go. As well as other metals. Yeah, try and stick to cleaning one kind of metal at a time. Unless obviously you're ultrasonic cleaning, you can chuck all sorts in there. And there's gold and silver in there. So there was a gold one I had in there. I have chucked coins in there to shake off some stuff. And yeah, it does work on coins. It will work on anything because it ultrasonically cleans it all out. But if you can get hold of it, if you want to test, I think I got this on eBay. That's all your gold testing fluids. You would scratch your gold ring on there if it has no hallmarks in it, or you just want to check. Then add whatever acid it is to the little scratch, and you can work out via some instructions what the gold is. There is a platinum and there is a silver. It's always good. It's always good to, I mean, I barely use it, but it's just nice to have in the cupboard. I say I didn't need to test that. That's a gold sovereign, but it's you can test the silver in coins. You can test the silver in jewellery. A lot of coins you can look up and find out their silver contents, and that's not a problem. There's a couple of sixpences that I've had them for a while, but they clean up nicely. I'll show you in a minute what I use to clean those ones up, and there's a really dirty one which I haven't cleaned. So that's the ultrasonic cleaner. Right, here's another method. We've got olive oil, lemon, bit of bicarbonate of soda, and distilled or ionised water. I don't think it makes a difference. People will then use this for cleaning coins that you really like, actually. I mean, if you want to do it, if you've got time, soak your, for instance, a Roman coin. Pick out your Roman coins, soak them all in distilled water for a good month. Let them soak. Some of the dirt will come off. I don't know why distilled water works better than tap water, but it does. Then dry them, soak them in olive oil. Again, I mean, it can be weeks you can be soaking these things for. Always pick out your good ones and your not so good ones. Maybe try a more aggressive method with your not so good ones, but never try and rush your good coins. I have heard people, they will mix olive oil, lemon juice, and possibly even a bit of bicarb soda, and then warm the water. I've never done it. I'm not that patient. I don't find many Roman coins. But again, this method, if you're going to do it, look it up. But it's a very time-consuming method, especially soaking on olive oil. And then you've got to make sure all the olive oil and lemon juice is off by re-soaking, because you do not want anything sitting on the coin and corroding it further when it's in your display case. And I will now move to just your standard cleaners. I've used all these cleaners on different things. I've tried that on old pennies. That's just a metal polish. I've tried the liquid metal polish on old pennies. But again, it was an experiment. Nothing I'd want to keep essentially in a cupboard or in a case and display. It was just an experiment. Silver, that sort of thing, on silver rings, you know, silver jewellery. If you want to clean it, I wouldn't touch my hammer coins with either of them. Definitely not. There's only one way I'll clean my hammereds, and I will show you. I think that's my last method of cleaning. I'll quickly show you what's entailed. It's so simple. And I'll even clean this one. I'll clean that one in front of the camera. There's one I have cleaned, and you can see, if it focuses in my kitchen, it brings out the definition on the hammer coin. I think that's an Edward. You can see Edward there. It leaves the black low areas and highlights the silver top areas. I keep my coins in them. There's another one. I'll clean that one as well. Nothing major, nothing aggressive, just a light clean using tin foil and spit. Right, what I'll do, I'll stick you back on the tripod and we'll clean this one, and you can see. Right, I've brought you in the living room just to clean this one. There's one side of the hammered, and there is the other side. I mean, you can see him anyway. But let's see if we can get it up a little bit more. I'll do it here in front of you. Right, just a little bit, tiny little bit of spit. It's got to be spit, I think. It doesn't seem to work with anything else. And it's just a light rub. You will notice a smell. And when you start to notice a smell, that's when it's working. It smells a bit eggy. And it's the reaction of the tin foil, the silver of the coin, and your spit. There we go, already. See on my hand the dirt is coming off. You can see it on the tin foil as well. You can get, I would never go too hard. It's just a very light clean. Just highlights the coin, highlights the relief of the coin. You know, all you want to do is see his face. See a bit of the legend around the outside. I'm never going to get in there and clean all the gaps. That's as much as I'll do for this experiment. We'll have a quick go on the back. It's just a bit of spit. I actually always carry a bit of tin foil now in my bag when I'm detecting. So I can give it a little clean in the field if I have to. Just helps that ID on the spot, because I'm quite impatient. I don't really want to wait till I get home. Plus you guys, if you're watching, I can ID it there and then in the field. But that's given a little bit. Let's have a look. I mean, you saw how long I was doing that for. I'm not going to sit and do it too long. I don't want to scratch it all up. You just get that relief back and you can see a bit more detail. I mean, you can see his head anyway. But look at him now. Look at him now. He looks all happy now in the sun. Cool. Alright, back in the kitchen for the last bit of the video. And then that's me done. Alright, so that's me hammered, cleaned, just quickly for now. I always clean them a little bit more, and I pop them in one of these little coin cases and they stand in my cupboard. But the step after cleaning, I'll only cover this lightly, obviously is preservation as well. Any coin I clean, I treat with some of this stuff, and it's just a balm. Looks like lip seal, I think, inside. So some sort of Vaseline. It's just a balm. I cover my coins with it, especially the copper ones, and it just gives you that preservation, reassurance on anything you've cleaned. But it's got to be clean before you put that on. So if you are touching lemon juices and olive oils and cleaners like those, it's got to be clean before you put this stuff on, because you don't want a corrosive substance trapped underneath the layer of preservation. After I've cleaned it, I've got one of them. I quite often take one of these with me anyway, sometimes. The one I keep at home's got a light in it. Yeah, brilliant little thing. Got various magnifying glasses. I do have a small set of scales, just in case. I've weighed coins and things, because you can go online and find out how much a coin should weigh, if you do so wish. But yeah, it's always good to go. And if you really want to have a quick guide to finding out what you've got, I got the Spinks catalogue. That was, I think, last year's one, but it's as good as any. And there you go, look, there's your hammer coins. Definitely a good guide. And there's prices in there too, if you want an idea on what they're worth. Doesn't cover everything, I say that's just Coins of England. That's the only book I really need, that and the internet. Various different forums. See, these are coins that I haven't treated with the preservation balm yet. That one I think I hit with some lemon juice, and that's what happens if you don't clean it off. Just thought I was experimenting, and it's gone a bit weird. Lemon juice is good, but bicarbonate of soda is good on its own. Again, you just got to know when to take the coins out, when to clean them. I like them looking like that, and that's straight out the floor. That's just me. Right. That's about it really. If anyone wants to ask any questions, by all means do. So I've covered a lot of things, but only very quickly, as you can see from around the kitchen. If there's anything anyone wants to pop in the bottom, if you want me to try a cleaning method, or if you want me to do one of these cleaning methods more in depth, that one's an interesting one to do on its own video, just because it's so aggressive. And yeah, we could go into a bit more detail on a cleaning method if you wish. I will try and do a step-by-step, beginning to end. It's entirely up to you. Alternatively, you could browse the internet. Someone's probably done it already. Right, that's about it. That is about it. I'm going to see you all out detecting, and hopefully Harry from iDetect will return, because at the date of this video he's still not showing up, so I don't know. Well, good luck anyone that's out there hunting, and be careful when you're cleaning. Time and patience is the key, and I'll see you all later on. Thank you for watching.